it's MK and I am back for day 19, I believe. Yes, it is day 19. And the sketch today is actually pretty cool. It's got that triangle shaped, like, I don't know what you call it. Reminds me of a quilt. And then the other quilt, the other side will make a square, but it's like anyways. Anywho, I picked out some elements here based off of what was in the sketch, and they used this ginormous triangle, and going off of what was just in you know, my handy dandy little embellishment packs and things like that in front of me, I pulled out these two big die cuts. Now my first instinct, I wanted to use this one because I thought, oh my stars, I thought that it would just go like this, and I thought it looked pretty cool, right? I gotta tell you guys, if this came in like the Enterprise, that's the first thing I would have done. So, but I don't have one of those. So the next one I did was this one because it was larger, just like behind the photo. And then I thought, well, it's not big enough. It just really isn't. So I'm gonna go into my Cricut and I'm gonna search up spaceships and see what I can find. And then I remembered that I am a member of the Creative Cuts Kit. Is that what it's called, you guys? I can't remember. And so I found, where did it go? There she is. Look at what I found. I found this ginormous rocket with its flames. Oh, how super cute is that? Yeah, super cute. And so when I backed this cut file, I saved you guys that. It was a heartache. Trust me. I used my favorite stripe right here. And have I ever showed you guys this one yet? Up close and personal. Oh, you guys can't really see it, but it's like distressed. And it has like, I don't know, distressy bits. Yeah, you guys can't see it. Oh, that bothers me. But it's super cool. It's my favorite stripe in the whole wide world. So I thought I would add it on because I have a little bit of it here in the top of my rocket. Oh, I am so happy that I just happened to remember that I had this rocket, and now I put it right here, and check it out. Isn't that awesome? Yes, I think it is. And then of course I'm going to put this here and that there, and you know, make it all look really super cool. I cut out some labels from my Not Just for Boys Kit Club packaging. She does not waste anything. So like here is the packaging, and you flip it over and you have all these labels to fussy cut. Okay, amazing. Then the die cut, the blah blah blah, the rocket came with these stars. All right, super cute. Okay, and I sprayed them with Heidi Swap Color Shine in Sheer because it gave it that off-white look. And then it also came with this planet that I die cut, or no I didn't. I backed with a scrap that I had that I was using my, what are they called? The little sprinkles. And then I stamped on top of the sprinkles. Well, then the white didn't look really good, so I used my shimmer markers, I think is what they're called, from Nouveau, that I get in my Nouveau kit. See, everything just comes from kits. I don't even have to guess anymore as to what do I need to buy, because, sorry, my slippers were driving me nuts, in case you guys needed to know that. So anyways, the kits are awesome. I don't know. I just love all these kits, you guys. Just because of the fact that I don't have to guess. Like, especially these Nouveau ones, they come out with so many products. It's kind of one of those things that, okay, what color do I buy? What color would I use the most? Well, I don't know. But when I have all these random colors, I use them. So, but I'm not going to go, I'm not going to go and buy them all. It's something that I know I won't need. Like I pulled out this one, I think for the last layout, or 2 layouts ago, last layout. These mousses, if you were to buy this, is it mousse? Yes. they come in ginormous, like this size, ginormous pots. These are the little samples I get in my kit, and I just love these. Okay, so enough about that. This video is going to be like a million years long if I keep telling you what awesome product everyone has. So, got my rocket, super happy about that. Then I pulled out this paper here. I also pulled out all of my planets with a ring embellishments, just because this one started it, for one. And then I just happened to realize that I had all of these, but I also have one on the paper. Super cool, right? So I pulled out this piece of paper from Space Academy, from Cartabella. I think this also came in a Just Not for Boys kit club. Yes, I think it did. But the lines and the stars and the shapes going this way was perfect. Perfect, you guys, for this layout. I mean, just because of the little triangle things. Now I can't tell you if it's going to be perfect, because I'm going to cut along this one to the center, and I'm going to cut along this one to the center, and so on and so forth, because they happen to have these lines going into all four corners. Ha! They did it for me. So I don't have to worry about that. So I am going to put it on this cardstock, which I think is Old Close to My Heart Colonial White, which is like the perfect white on this. But I am bringing in some white pieces, like stark white, on top of the off-white. Okay? That doesn't bother me. Never has. Never has. If only I had like a little Martian to put, never mind. I'm just kidding. I'll probably end up covering it up. Please hold. I have something on my hand. Okay. What is that? Nonsense is what that is. Okay. So, anywho, that is my game plan. I don't have a whole lot. My photo just talks about, you know, like in our Milky Way, we are here, and then it goes down to all of these little pictures to show us exactly where in the building we're even standing. And so it kind of is like one of those round robin things, you know, here's the Milky Way, within the Milky Way it's this, and then in our solar system it's this, and then in the Earth it's Utah, and then in Utah it's this, you know, like, I don't know, I want to say a square mile, but I bet it's bigger. And then within this area of Utah, you're in this building. Within this building, you're on this floor. That's awesome, you guys. I can't read it. I don't really know what it is, but I grasp the concept of it. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's something that I want to scrapbook. Now, normally, I would not have put all of these layouts as layouts. I would not have put, yeah, that made perfect sense. I would have not made all of these photos into all these layouts. There's just no way. But I have moved so much between 2001 to 2008 that I don't hardly have any photos. And so when I made up my marbles about what I'm going to do, I decided that what I have from 2001 to 2008 are going to be layouts. And even if they're all in just one album, that's fine. But I just decided I'm not going to do my you know, any size goes type thing that I normally do in all of my layouts. Or, my goodness, I have layouts on the brain, you guys. In my albums after 2008, my albums got so big because I finally settled down and I finally, you know, got situated with, you know, life. I decided to mix and match all of my sizes of photos. So I have anywhere between the pocket card page protectors to 12 by 12 page protectors. So I mean, any size in between there. I even take my pocket size ones and I cut them down, especially if I can't fill all the pockets. because the little, what are they called? The little holes still fit in a 3-ring binder. So I'll chop them all the way down, and then this is the only bit that I need. So it works out for me. Plus I have way too many to begin with. I don't know how I ended up with that many. But anywho, this is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to stop talking because that's like half an hour right there. And I'm going to get going. I got my popcorn to my right. I got my drink to my left. And I have everything else that I need in the middle. Let's see what I can do. And the first thing is, of course, cut down my photo. It's almost like it's the first thing I always do. But it is the center of our attention on the layouts, right? Yes. So as usual, I always measure first and then cut, or measure twice. I don't know. I always measure my photos so that way I know that I get what I'm looking for. I'm not very good at eyeballing when I totally envy those girls that can glue their photo down and then trim around with their paper trimmer just by eyeballing it. I am so stoked at those ladies. That is amazing. And I'm not very good at the precision alignment tools. Anyways, not very good at those either. Tried them once at a retreat, and yeah, I wasn't very good. I don't have the down pressure it takes to hold the ruler down and cut the knife at the same time. I just don't. So yeah, pulled out my ginormous scissors so that way I can cut along the little corner lines and get my triangles. No measuring here. It was amazing. I absolutely loved it. Of course, my cuts aren't like supreme, but I'm okay with that. I'm so stoked at how easy this layout came together and how perfect all of this paper was for this particular layout. It was like it was meant to be. I'm just saying. So I kind of frustrate. No, I'm not frustrated. I kind of fiddle with the rocket because I don't want the flame of the rocket to be cut off of my layout. I want it all. Yeah. I mean, I want it all. And so I pull out my mesh. I love this mesh. I know I say that in almost every video that it pops up in. I try to put it behind the rocket. I thought it would look kind of cool as like the little sparkly bits of the flame, but I didn't really I thought, no, it's too much as it is. The rocket has a lot of texture because I used glitter paper on all the gray parts, and then I used a textured paper from my Tonic Studio kit for the blue portion of it. So it does have a lot of texture on it already, and I realized that I didn't take any pictures of that for you guys. Excuse me. Frog decided to join us today. I'm laying out all my stars, kind of sort of getting a feel of how it's going to look before I actually glue it all down, and trying to find a home for all my pieces. A planet and that little arrow label thing does not make it on here, but the rest of it does. I am using my last patch that I have for my space stuff. I'm very sad about that because I absolutely loved all of those patches. I'm also using my last charm, and it's up by the label. You'll see because I actually use liquid adhesive to put it down later, not right now, but that's how, like it looks like a brad, but it's actually just a charm. And I love those little charms, you guys, the patches, the charms, the special touches that are from those kits. They're amazing. Oh my gosh, I need to stop bragging about kits. So I just glued my my photo mat paper pieces down, and now I'm just trying to fit my rocket on. Again, I don't want to cut off that flame, so I'm making sure that it is where I want it to be. And then I go to glue my triangles down, and my tape runs out of glue. Really? I'm in the middle of a layout. Doesn't it know not to run out of glue? You would think, right? So I had to kind of cut that part out. Nobody wants to see that. It's boring. And I get back to getting it back. And I decided that I want to pop up my photo and the rocket. I just want that dimension. This seems very, very flat to me. So I go off and put all of my chunky bits down, and now I'm getting ready to pop up my rocket and my photo. Give it some dimension. It was perfect. it was perfect. The brads and the charms and the patch, they give it dimension. The patch actually gives it texture. The mesh gives it texture. I don't know, the pattern paper or the specialty paper on the rocket gives it texture, but it just needed dimension, more than just brads thrown on a page. Also, too, while I was checking this, checking out all my layouts, I use a brad on almost, not all, but almost all my layouts. I'm using a brad, which is kind of cool because this was way back in 2006. So it does seem like something that I would use on my layouts because brads were like the in thing. So anywho, I'm sticking a little bit of foam tape behind that label because when I go to put a little bit of journaling on that, I want it to be able to stay steady. Sorry about my dog. He decided to wake up in the middle of a voiceover. Good job, Roscoe. He always has to make his appearance somehow, right? So gluing the last little bits on, poking in my brads, making those, actually stay put. I know, baby. Hang on. Yes, he's very verbal. He is the most verbal dog I have ever met. He has a little girlfriend that comes over and plays every now and then too. She is more verbal than he is, but that's the way it's supposed to be. So my last little bit that I'm doing right here is I'm taking my flame and I tucked it under the rocket just a little bit so it was touching. Again, I didn't want to cut it off. So that was it. Pretty super simple. Like I said, it seemed like all these elements were made for this layout. It's amazing. And as always, I am having a blast doing every single one of these layouts. I'm getting a ton done, and I actually can't wait to show you guys my progress in this album once this month is over. All right, check everyone else out, and we will see you tomorrow.